Oh, well, I don't care. All right. We live, we live, we live. Y'all come on in, come on in. How is everybody? I know it's been a minute. Y'all come on in. I'm gonna give you a minute to come in because I know y'all weren't even thinking I was coming on. Mhm. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's talk about it. Hey, congregation. I know it's been a minute, but T is in the house. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's been doing great. I hope everybody's doing well. Girl, I have had a lot going on. Y'all come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm so happy to be able to talk with you guys. We're not gonna be long. I'm not gonna keep y'all up all night long. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about Monica and the Avatar and my friend, Dr. Griffin. Y'all done rolled her and is it roll? I know Alex CPT, and I'm so happy to be back, man. Oh, I've been had a lot going on since I've been married, y'all. A lot going on. And just this past week, last week, Tuesday to be exact, we were caught in a flood. And I myself was flooded out. And I had to hire a whole restoration team to come in and cut out the walls and tear up floors because I got messed up. I got messed up. So it's been one thing or another, but I am glad to be here to talk about the mess. Talk about the mess. And I hope all is well and everybody's been doing good. All right, we in. We're gonna go ahead on and get started. We're gonna go ahead and get started because we don't want to hold everybody long. Listen, as you come in, hit like, hit share. As you come in, hit like, hit share. Okay. I know it's been a minute since we've talked. Hey, Ronita Carmen, how you doing, darling? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I am so happy to be here, guys, and to be back. And no matter how much I tell y'all I'm coming and I'm gonna be more frequent, I guess I underestimated how much time that really was gonna consume me with the mayorship. Um, but it's all been good. It's all been good. We've been doing some things and making some changes around here that's been positive and good, and we've gotten a whole lot of businesses um, that have come and is coming. So that's going good. But we come over here for the mess of it all. So let's get into it. What's going on, Madison James? Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, let's get in it. Okay, let's get in it. All right. Y'all saw the title. I want to talk about the interview that Monica of All About the Tea should have had. And she should have had it because she was going to have it with me. And I'm a great interviewer. So let's talk. Now, most of the time when I'm on here, I'm talking about the mess that the good people of the church get into. But it ain't been a whole lot of mess. I think the church folks that went somewhere and maybe sat down. I think they didn't sat down for a while. And they ain't been as messy. It's been a few little things happening, but nothing to the extent that I think was worth talking about, because I looked at talking about subjects and issues and things that go on that number one is messy, good for conversation and entertainment, but also something that we can learn something from. Y'all know I'm always pulling a little some out, right? So, Monica, all about the tea. What's going on, Royal Blue Terry? Listen to this. Monica of All About the Tea. Now, is a YouTuber. She's a YouTuber. It's a female, she's a YouTuber. And it used to be her by herself. And sometimes later, I did. You thought about me? You know why you were thinking about me? James Madison, is because I was supposed to have been doing the interview. I was supposed to do it. And I said no. Baby, I might have been born at night, but not last night. So she had her YouTube channel and she was by herself. Sometimes later, she began to start inviting people to come to her, to come on her platform, and created a panel show. Okay, created a panel show. And you gathered up. But just listen, y'all listen, because look, man, and I hope she calls in. I do. I did not call Tanya to tell her that I was coming on to do this live. Number one, I've told y'all this before, that I consider her a friend or friendly. Hey, Lynn Gore, how you doing, baby? Yeah, Ronita. yeah, it's up. But I consider her somewhat of a friend. You know, we ain't close friends. We didn't ride or die. But I do consider her somewhat of a friend. I do. A great associate. And I think Tanya put herself between a rock and a hard place. Now y'all know how I do over here. I can go in on you, and every now and then I will, but I try to come from a perspective of trying to give people the benefit of the doubt as best I can. I try to look at positions from all sides, and then sometimes after I've looked at all sides, I just call it for what it is. And it is what it is. But she started inviting people to come onto her platform, and they created this panel where they talked about, hip hop, reality TV, just gossip, right? TV gossip, entertainment gossip. And the show, she started picking people that really had a good mesh about themselves. They meshed well, and the panel was good. And her subscribers started growing, of course, the money started growing, all that stuff. It gets great, it gets wonderful. Everything's great, everything's wonderful. Great. Then we hit a rough patch. And things start crumbling down. Now, let me say this. When Monica, and I think it's funny, y'all, that everybody cracks up on this girl and calls her the Avatar. It reminds me a lot of the Avenger that Larry Reed would call Baby Jakes. What is Baby Jakes? John Gray and his wife. Her name is Aviatar. He would call her the Avenger. And now y'all call Monica the Avatar. And this whole big thing is going on now of who is Monica. It's like, where's Waldo? I've heard that there are people paying investigators to find out who she was for real. I think you're getting too serious now if you're doing that. Okay, this is all, giggles, shits and giggles. We come over here to have fun. But the mess hit the fan a few weeks ago, and everybody on the panel started dipping, leaving by the droves. And it all came to a head when one of the panelists by the name of Ples decided to do a video telling everybody that she was leaving and why she was leaving and all of the shenanigans that was going down. And it started a shitstorm. I apologize for cussing, but there ain't no other way to say what happened. A shitstorm happened, and that thing took off and became viral, and it became positive for players. It became positive for one of the other panelists. His name is the Bishop. And then there are two other panelists that was getting drugged but still hanging on, and that was Schoolboy and Marcella. Okay? Hit like, hit share, y'all. Hit like, hit share. Now, hey, Leslie Harris, how are you, baby? Allegedly. Look at we're all real. Allegedly. Well, this is not alleged. I hadn't put up the alleged sign because what I'm saying is not alleged. The girl did do a video saying she was leaving and saying why she was leaving. The Bishop did a video to explain why he left. Schoolboy then came and did a live to it. Now, Schoolboy did a live where she was supporting Monica and tearing players to rip, tearing her apart. Then she had to come back and eat all that. Now, I'm not saying that Schoolboy apologized and got her mind right. I'm not saying she wasn't sincere, that she didn't care. I am going to say that one thing to help her get herself on the right track was them subscribers saying, deuces. Well, why do you say that, Matty? Because she said it. When she was on, after Players did her video and everything went to the shits, Monica does a live where she got everybody on there, including two new people. Somebody named, I think Lakeisha was her name, and the other girl was named Princess. And Players was not on the live, but she came in and that thing got good. Now, the interesting thing about Monica and All About the Tea is when Monica was by herself, I watched her show. And when she would have the tea, they would say, hey, we're getting this from Monica, from All About the Tea. She would have some good stuff a lot of times. But Monica changed when she created the panel. And although the panel was a good show, having the different people and the different perspectives made it fun, made it good. All right, M. King, do what you do, baby. We're going to be here. What? Oh, my goodness. Okay, Madison. I sure would like to hear that. Well, I used to watch her, but something happened. So I'm telling you, when she was just Monica and it was her, it was all about the tea. It was all about giving the tea and giving it in a fun way, resulting in all kinds of mess. Absolutely, Sharon. Absolutely. But when she switched over to the panel, there was some good live. I'm on live, y'all. Can y'all be quiet? Because you're distracting me and interrupting me. The people trying to hear me. That's so disrespectful. I mean, they know I'm on live. Okay. Something happened when she got to the panel, right? Because, and not that I'm saying that every show was bad, because I'm not. But there was some shows, y'all, just being honest, there was some shows that I'm not gonna say it's clickbait. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Listen. Ooh. All right. There were some lives. When you read the title, you thought Madison said a lot of clickbait. I don't want to call it. I don't want to call it clickbait, but it looked like clickbait. It sounded like clickbait. And I guess just to tell the truth, it was clickbait because you would think the way the title read that you were coming on and you were about to hear the low down dirty tea and she had receipts. That's her main thing is I got receipts. I got receipts. I got receipts. And I don't understand why you don't have no receipts now. It was clickbait. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It felt like that, right? Because it sounded like she had proof. You was fixing to get the answer you have been waiting for all this time. Only to sign on, only to be there. You realize and find out you done been there an hour and you don't and you ain't learned nothing new. You ain't learned nothing new. Mm-mm. And one thing new. And if you stayed on there the whole 2 hours, 3 hours, you didn't learn nothing new. A lot of speculation. I tell you something else that I saw a few times. There were times when they did that show, it was obvious that the panel did not know what the topic was going to be about. I can tell it. They didn't know. Now, I don't know if that was because she didn't send them the information before the live. I don't know if it's because she sent it, but they didn't have time to read the email before they got on the live. I can't tell you what it was, but it was obvious from their expression. It was obvious from their responses. Because at one point in time, I think it was Players or Marcella said on one of the lives that I wasn't aware we were going to talk about that. I don't really have anything to say. And Monica kept going, driving it. Or it may have been the bishop. One of them was saying they was not aware that they were going to talk about that subject, or they were not prepared. I would say this. Maybe they didn't say. They didn't know. Maybe the words were they weren't prepared to talk about that subject. And Monica kind of kept pushing to get them to say something, to speak on it. And it's hard to speak on something that you are not prepared to speak on. You will put yourself sometimes in a position where you say something that you really didn't mean or didn't come out right just because you hadn't thought it through before you said it. Bishop said something they did not know the topic. Yeah. These were things that I had picked up, and it's a turnoff. as a viewer. I'm not even watching as another YouTuber because I don't do that. Everybody has their own personality and they bring to the table what they bring. What some people like, other people don't. And so I don't try to critique YouTubers, you know. I ain't for everybody, so it is what it is. When it comes to that. But the way you treat people that you invite onto your page or onto your channel matters. And it's almost, I don't know, man. It just felt set up to me. So I didn't watch a whole lot. And after I clicked on a few times, thinking I was fixing to get some and I ain't get nothing, that was very frustrating and disappointing, I would say. So I've watched some of her stuff. And then the mess falls out. And I see the mess on the YouTube, but I don't go search it out because it seemed like mess. I didn't understand why y'all. At first, you know why I thought that the panel had broke up? I thought the panel was breaking up because of the show they did about Whitney from Real Housewives of Potomac. And I thought that Whitney had said something and or responded or something and just got the panel all in a tizzy, and that was the reason. I had no idea that the reason was Monica. And I had started listening to the Bishop, to Players, when I received a phone call. Hey, Sharon Redbud. What's going on, baby girl? What's happening? Hey, Gwen Thomas. I get a phone call from my friend Tanya Griffin. And I know you all remember LaTanya Griffin from my videos about Jamal Bryant and her being his side chick. Well, we keep in touch. She calls. I wasn't able to answer the phone. You gonna make me do the Dante, I promise. I ain't did it in a minute. You about to make me do the Dante. Look here. Look here. Look here. Look here. That girl said, Lord. Yes, I didn't answer, but I did call her back. And when I called her back, I learned that she was reaching out to me, asking me if I knew who Monica was. Of course, I don't know who she is, but know of her or whatnot. And she told me that Monica wanted to talk with me, and would I be willing to talk to her about possibly interviewing her? And I said, of course I would. So she calls Monica, and we're on three-way. We're on three-way. Alcoholic, pastor's fornicating child. But let's hope she wants to be seen so bad. Okay, Ronita, because I knew somebody was gonna feel that way, and I kind of I'm torn between. But she calls Monica. I'm gonna get to Dr. Griffin, Pastor Griffin. I'm gonna get to it. I hope she calls in. I did not call her. I did not text her and tell her that I was doing this live or that I was gonna be talking about it. Not that I'm scared. Don't get that twisted. But I don't want to be a repossession scale. I don't want to be improperly influenced. I want to give you all my honest response and reaction to this and tell y'all what I think and how I feel about it. This is a channel where we laugh. Y'all hit like and hit hit the share button. If you are not a subscriber, I sure wish and hope that you enjoyed yourself, at least this far, and think about subscribing. So I would appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you do decide to subscribe, hit that notification bell. So when I drop a live or drop a video, you'll get the notification. You can come on in and see what we in here laughing and joking about. Absolutely, Sheila Barnett. How you doing, baby? I'm so glad you're here. I'm telling y'all, I'm so happy. I enjoy my congregation. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm gonna get a cease and desist written in crayon. Well, let me tell you what, she can come on with her cease and desist because I got my conversation recorded. So there ain't gonna be no I thought, I figured, I guess. Nuh-uh. I don't do that. Don't bring those cease and desist level over here now. You're gonna get one sent back to you. I'm not playing. I know what the law is. I can give my opinion and I can state facts. And I'm not stating anything, to be honest, that nobody else has already said. And I'm not fixing to tell you anything new or special about my conversation. She didn't tell me anything in my conversation that she didn't come on live and say. I'm just going to tell you, you know, she called me. We had the conversation. Well, Dr. Griffin called me, got her on the line, and we had the conversation. And I was honest and told her that I had heard about the beef or whatnot. Can I get some air, Brandon? Come turn the air on for me. Hey, now listen, person, let me see now. Clarissa? Hey, Clarissa person. Nikki Pooh. No. I'm not getting into the BS, baby. I'm not getting into the BS. No. I'm not getting into the BS. None of this that they're arguing about is worth all of this. They're telling me that they're receiving death threats and all this stuff. This ain't that serious, y'all. And it's another reason why I wanted to come on and give my opinion. I don't have no problem with this Monica girl. I don't know her. Okay? She felt like she was getting a bad rap, which she has a right to do, and was looking for someone to assist her with being able to tell her side of the story and be able to get it out so the people could hear her point of view and her side. And she has a right to do that. She has a right to do that. Players and everybody else has a right to go on their platform or anybody else's platform that would let them on and tell their side of the story. That's their right. Hey, darling, it's so good. I'm so glad to be back. Sharon Redmond, what'd you say? Her alleged threats were via Cartoon Network. How can a person receive a death threat if nobody knows what you look like or where you live? That's all I'm saying. See, y'all jumping so far ahead, but you on point. I'm just saying. This is crazy. This is crazy, but she has a right to do that. And there's nothing wrong with doing it. And I think her decision to do it that way was right, to be honest. I really believe she should have done it an interview style way of addressing this issue. I agree. I even agreed once I talked to her to ask her about some of the things that I was aware of, to ask if these things were true or not. I even agreed to do the interview. How long can a hologram enter with? How can, oh my God. How can a hologram enter with this protection? Look, Rob Blue, Rob Blue Terry. I gotta go see your live. If you doing more over there than you doing over here in the comments, oh, I got to see that. Look, I didn't come here to bash. And I'm not saying you bashing. We having good fun. We having good fun. But I'm saying I didn't really come to do that with anybody, Monica or any of the other ladies and gentlemen that's on her panel. I did think it was a good idea. I did think that she made a good decision to find somebody who would be neutral, who didn't know them, didn't know all of what's not, so I could be true, authentic in my, hey, Miss B. Carter, what's going on? Sharon said, oh, she doing more. Soon as I get off here, I'm going over Raw Blue. You gonna see me. I'm gonna subscribe, okay? It was only a good idea if you are going to tell the truth. All right, Essence, I hear you. I did. I'm getting there. Let me speed up. I do believe that it was Monica's attitude that made things go this far. You have to be careful how you treat people. Exactly. Let me speed up. So we had a conversation. Miss B, I missed you guys. I promise. Oh my God, y'all. I was so tired tonight. We got some of you all didn't hear me when I first came on, but we had a flood. My city got flooded out last week, including me personally. I had to move out of my home. I'm in my office, living on a mattress. So if y'all want to help me out, and you can send whatever blessings that you're able to and willing to, and there's the Cash App information. I appreciate it. I'm not begging. I'm just saying if anybody wanna bless me and help me, I'm open and I'm appreciative to it. Okay. But yes, I was in a flood last week and ended up having to move out of my house and live in the office on the floor mattress while they're gutting out my house, and I lost a lot of floors. But anywho, all of that. All right. So talk to her. I agree to do the interview, and I even said, hey, if you have some questions, some things that you really want me to ask, email them to me. I'll read them and look at them. I'm a fair interviewer. And let me tell y'all this, because I know y'all been riding, y'all been riding and dragging Dr. Griffin. But I want y'all to know, and there's nobody that can tell y'all this except me. Yeah, Miss B. Carter, it's bad. It's bad. The only floors that I was able to save was my kitchen and my bathrooms. Everything else had to go. Lost a lot of stuff, but it's okay. I'm alive, right? I'm alive. So I'm blessed. Okay, Sharon, absolutely. You get a pass, but the next time you put out a notice and don't show up, we're coming to get you. I ain't mad. I put it out there, Sharon, that I was going to interview this girl. Only to find out that she wanted me to interview her on her channel. And I told Tanya, no. And she asked me if I would tell her why. And I told her why. I said for two main reasons. One, it's going to come off and look like I've been bought and paid for. based on what everybody has been saying about her and her character. If I'm an independent interviewer and I'm here to set the stage to give you an opportunity to tell your side of the story and be seen in a different light, that cannot happen with me coming on your page. It's going to come off and look like I'm bought and paid for. I'm not, I'm not going to come off like I am credible. I ain't doing it. It's not going to be a good look for me. And I'm not getting in that. I'm not doing that. Oh, essence. The Holy Mistress brought the backlash upon herself. She chimed in on the bashing of players and bishops. She was not neutral at all, just like she was not neutral in Jamal's bed. Ooh. I had to do the Dante. I couldn't stand up straight and not do the Dante off that. Exactly. Real talk. Counselor Tanya lied to you the last time she was on your channel. Well, thank you, Miss B. Carter. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Nickapoo, you smart, man. I'm smart. I'm not slow. I'm not dumb. First of all, it looks like you're using me. It looks like I'm dumb enough and don't know that I'm being used, which means I'm bought and paid for. I'm not doing that. That ain't going to work. No. No, that ain't how you do that. In addition to the fact, you don't call Tamron Hall and offer her an interview, and Tamron Hall is coming to your house. No, you coming on her show, and she's gonna ask you questions about your situation on her show. Okay, but I do want y'all to know. I hear what y'all saying about holy whore, but listen to me. Rita, there's a scent. Not the right one. My dog did something, he didn't find it. All right. Listen now. Listen. I want to be fair. Okay? I want to be fair. Dr. Griffin did. This is unscarred truth now. I'm not making it up, guys. And I got the recording. Dr. Griffin did do her best, as far as I know, and on the phone at least. On the phone at least. I can't say what she communicated with Monica when we got off the phone. Because while we was on the phone, Dr. Griffin was and did her best to try and convince Monica that she needed to do an interview and she needed to do it with me. And Dr. Griffin said that she thought I would be the best person because I am neutral. I don't take sides. But I'm going to be fair to people, and I'm going to give people a safe space to say their part. And that's true. I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to like you. But if you come and willing to come and want to come on my channel and have a conversation about your situation, it's like I'm inviting you into my house. And the one thing I love about you guys as my congregation is when people get in the comment and start shooting dirty stuff to people that have been invited on the channel, y'all check them and tell them you don't invite people into your house and then mistreat them. No. Now, I ain't saying we ain't gonna do our laughs and our giggles once they get off. But while I got them on and I'm interviewing them, the whole point and purpose is to get their point of view and their position. Now, if we call BS, we call BS. But at least give the person an opportunity to tell their side. You understand? And so I don't know what was going on all in behind the scenes, but I just knew that did not Mm-mm. Tanya came on my show, trusted me to handle her right and allow her to tell her story. Now, did that mean people didn't drag her or didn't have their position about her? No. Folks still came in to come in and said how they felt and what they thought. And we had words. We talked about it. We discussed it. I love it. I ain't never told you had to come on here and agree with any guest I had just because they on my channel. Baby, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. If you saying something that don't sound right, the congregation gonna tell you about yourself over here. And I love it, right? But I'm gonna give you a safe space to say it. I may not agree, but I'm willing to listen. And I was willing to do the same thing with Monica, and I told her I'd help her. And I meant it. Because on the phone with me, she came off so sincere of wanting to fix this thing. That's what I thought. Listen, Essence, somebody else, I can't remember now who I was listening to. And y'all know when I'm listening to other YouTubers, I don't mind coming over here and letting y'all know who I listen to, what they said, and where you can go and find them. Ain't no hating over here. But I can't remember. It was a female. It's a female. It was a female. Oh my God. It was a guy and a young lady that I had watched to get some more information. The young man that had Marcella on his channel. I'm King something. Is it King something? I can't think of this guy. Empire, King Empire, or something like that. Y'all know who I'm talking about? And then another young lady that I was listening to, that said that they gave out players' real name and address. I couldn't believe. Kim Pie. That's it. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yes, yes, yes. Kim Pie. Kim Pie. I was listening to this guy, Kim Pie, and another young lady. I think she King something. I don't know. I can't remember, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better because I owe them to be able to tell who they are. I did not believe. I couldn't believe that they had done that. We know that ain't that. Everybody know. Everybody know. I mean, everybody know. You don't do that. You don't do that. Now, if Dr. Griffin did that, she was wrong. But y'all can bet believe if she did, it's because Monica asked her to. And there is a part of me that felt like Dr. Griffin went ahead on and did that. Clout chasing a little bit, maybe. But I do believe that she considers Monica to be her friend. I do. I do believe that she considers Monica to be her friend. And you know, when you ride or die for a friend, you ride or die for them when they right or when they wrong. You can tell them what they need, what they should do, what they need to do, what they ought to do, but they gonna do what they want to do. But as they ride or die friend, you're gonna be right there with them all in their wrong. Yes, she did. I didn't know that her and Monica considered themselves to be friends like that. I didn't know. Especially after the episode I saw where they killed her. But I guess after Dr. Griffin came on her panel and gave her some receipts, being at Jamal's house and whatnot, I guess that broke the ice and fixed the problem and made everything well, and now they ace boom coon friends. You know, this YouTube fame make you do something strange for a little YouTube change. Be your friend who you never seen. Her name is not even Monica, for peace sake. Oh, ever saw the Avatar? I don't know. I don't know. Sharon Rivers said, drag me on your channel. We ain't never going to be friends. I know this. I know this. I know that if we gonna be friends, we going back on your channel and you gonna set the record straight. I know that. I know you ain't gonna dog me on your channel, and then we be friends, and then we don't come back. We don't make it back to your channel to let the people know that things have changed. Yeah, we gonna do that now. I did. I'm not doing wrong for nobody. I understand Miss B, but see, that's just it. Maybe she doesn't think she's doing anything wrong. Maybe she thinks she's there to support her friend, right? Because all she did was ask questions, right? I'm gonna tell y'all what bothered me about that interview. I 200. What? Yeah. Well, mm, uh. Well, I'm gonna say this about that. And I see this a lot here, and I'm sure you guys have seen it too. I know it happens all over, all over. There's nothing special that's just here. Um, the puppies are out, y'all. The puppies are out. Come here, Junior. My pup had puppies. We got 7. They're so cute. This is the only one that looks like mom. They're teething, so they're eating my shoe. They love to eat on my toe. Stop, y'all. You can't eat wires. Somebody come get them because they're eating the wires. Oh, thanks so much. Dr. Griffin made Jamal look right when he called her inadequate. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Paid the panel doll a general money while she was making bank. Yeah, she has super chats. I heard. I saw Marcella. Another reason why I was waiting to say something, because I wanted to wait and hear what everybody had to say if they was going to say anything. And the person that I was waiting to hear from was Marcella. When I talked to Monica on the phone, I told her that the one that I liked on her panel was Marcella. She asked me why. I said, because to me, Marcella is very open-minded. She's going to take her position and her stance, but she has a tendency to see things from a greater lens than everybody else that I saw on the panel. In addition to the fact that it was easy to see that Marcella had some inside information. I don't know what Marcella does, except for the fact that I know she's not employed, because she said that a lot. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all, because I don't know what Marcella does or how she makes her money or where it comes from or anything like that. But there would be certain topics about certain things, especially when they were talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. It seemed, may not be true, but it felt like and sounded like she had that some more information, even information that Monica didn't have. So I like Marcella. Maybe it was because I think she may be the older than the rest of them on the panel, so she gave that, took that older perspective, which I can relate to. Yeah, I thought she was. She takes her position, but she never had a hard time seeing the other person's perspective, even though she may have taken the position on the other side. And I did. I like that. Ronita said they're not friends. Monica is just an avenue for clout. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Marcella told us that she was giving the super chats out people were saying she was buying her way onto the show, and she said she was just supporting. But what she didn't know was, is that nobody on the panel was receiving any of the super chats. All right. Gwen says Marcella is close with Monique. They are friends. Okay. Okay, makes sense. She had her mom tell Marcella her husband was a cripple. Just evil. Whoa! 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 How you doing that? How do you do? Man, I wasn't a fan of Marcella, but I feel she was speaking the truth when she did her interview. Yeah, I did too. I mean, listen, y'all. You can be upset and hurt and come off that way, and it can sometimes be easily read or seen that way, that you're just mad, hurt, or upset or whatnot. And sometimes people say, "Well, you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you back." The one thing that I like about Marcella and the bishop, and even Schoolboy, they all apologized. They all, listen, they didn't make, I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize. I know I had a part in this, and I'm going to apologize for my part. I'm sorry. And that's the one element that in my opinion, that I believe Monica missed on in her interview. And I know that she's probably going to say she apologized, but baby, no harm, no foul, Monica. That apology was a bunch of pile of boo-boo that my little shih-tzus leave me in the morning. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Does the most. Schoolboy was hurt, y'all. And I don't know if her hurt was because I know that she was hurt because she found herself caught up in all this unnecessary foolishness and drama. But that hurt was added to when this foolishness and drama is costing her money and subscribers. And I believe, now I'm not saying, as I said earlier, I'm not saying Schoolboy was not sincere in her apology. I'm just saying losing subscribers helped her get her mind together. And the only reason why I know this is because in her live, not the live, on that show, on that panel that they had, when she apologized to players, when players called in and Monica let her in, and then she was talking about she was shaking, but couldn't nobody see her, so she had to tell us. Schoolboy said it twice, back to back. I'm losing subscribers by the minute. I'm losing subscribers by the minute. I thought the video had a little glitch in it, and it went back and played the whole thing over again. No, it didn't. And if you gonna bring that point out while you call yourself apologizing, baby, I'm apologizing because I need my subscribership to stop going down. Oh. So I ain't saying she wasn't sincere. I'm just saying watching them subscriber numbers go down helped a lot with her turning herself around. And what I was saying, I got sidetracked when I looked over here at the comments. Schoolboy disappointed me the most. How are you calling this Looney Tune picture your mother? Schoolboy doesn't have the good sense God gave to a billy goat. Oh my God. I love how Monica he had to subscribe. Yes, she turned it off, so you can't see it anymore. Because I went to see. I'm gonna do an interview. I went to see what was the difference in the subscribers, and she turned it off. She turned it off. Mmm. 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 I need y'all on my legal team. I need y'all on my legal team. I think she's a celebrity, y'all, like girl on the YouTube school. Because those numbers are going down. Yes. I like this. I like this. My thing is, why not tell Monica to go live while this lady is live to prove it? Let me tell you why I didn't tell her when we talked, because I didn't know. When we called, there was no big conspiracy going on about who is Monica. After I decided not to do the live, and after she did the live, and people were the idea for her to do the live was to end it. To put a nail in the coffin. It's dead. It ain't coming back no more. We're done and we're moving forward. And instead of doing that, all she did was made the shit storm bigger. That's all she did, made it worse. What I didn't like about the interview was, I can't remember now who said it, but somebody in the comments early on said that she made Jamal right. She made Jamal right. When Jamal was downing her, when he had his binder that was upside down. But he said that she was, small in her thinking and not that bright and intelligent and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not that she's not. You can't get a doctorate degree being dumb. But it gave that appearance. And I hate that for her, because she's developing her own brand. She's developing her own brand. And I agree that you don't support wrong with nobody. I don't think that she thought that that's what she was doing. I think she thought she was standing by a friend. And I agree with you guys. How you got friends? We've been to your house and all this kind of stuff. I get you. I ain't tripping about it. I'm just saying, I look at things from all sides and try to see how people can find themselves in certain situations. Not saying that I agree or that it's right or any of that stuff. I'm just saying I can see it. If she considers Monica to be a friend, I can see her going on there to support her friend. But it made it look like she was just out for clout chasing. Just as one of the congregants said earlier, just wanted to be seen so bad. Y'all killing me. Raw Blue. Lady Mae Greenleaf said Tanya was rolled hard and put away wet by the African angel Jamal. Girl, you are crazy. Woo! My God. Lady Mae. Lulu, a whole PhD played by an avatar. Ooh, Sharon. Oh, that's bad, Sharon. She got a brand. Oh, what'd you say, B. Carter? I didn't like nothing about the interview. Well, I didn't care for it. And listen, let me tell y'all what I did. After I made up my mind that I wasn't going to do the interview, I had some other stuff that I had to do, and I went and did it. I came back though, and I texted Tanya and told her that I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna come on. And I clicked on, and I was in the backstage, so I got to watch there. And y'all, I was watching them comments, and if she wanted to turn off anything, she should turn them comments off. God, oh, woo, man, y'all was roasting her and telling y'all, I told her, I'm sitting there telling you, take, please, please take that hot dog off that fire, because you burning it up. Y'all was eating them up, I swear for God. And I'm sitting there saying, thank God I made it right. God, you are good to me. What it looked like for the few minutes I was on there watching it, I said to myself, and I want to ask if anybody else said to themselves. Y'all tell me if y'all said this to yourself when y'all saw that interview, because I said it to me. Why Tanya up there? She just could have did that by her. What she said, she could have said by herself. Schoolboy did a live by herself. The bishop did a live by himself. Marcella did an interview. Pledge did a live in a video by herself. And I hate that. Did y'all think that? And that was the problem. No. Did the Avatar send you a copy of her script? No, I didn't get the script. I told her when I agreed to do the interview that if I would, if she had some questions, because sometimes when you're interviewing people, they have specific things they want to address. And so you don't forget, because it may not be important to you in your preparation of doing the interview, but it's important to them. And so I always allow them, if they have something particular they want to talk about, they can tell me, and make sure that we don't miss it. And so I probably would have gotten the script, but what happened was Tanya sent me a text that had the live stream already set up and done and everything, and it was on Monica's page. And I'm like, surely she don't think we finna do this interview on her page. And then I asked her, is there a way where it can live stream off her page and mine? And I explained to her why I'm not going to do that. It's a setup. I'm not doing that. Nope. And I wasn't going to put myself in a situation where if you were not satisfied or not happy because you didn't think I was giving you some slow balls and some soft pitches and all that kind of stuff, if you were to get angry on your page, you could mute me, silence me, remove me. I wasn't doing that. Nope. Nickapoo. Well, she don't need to blame Dr. Griffin, because Dr. Griffin did what she asked her to do. You had to pay to leave a comment, and they were deleting the comments as fast as they came in. I heard that from one of the other YouTubers saying that because the people comment were not satisfactory to Monica, she would then delete the comments after the people paid the super chat and wouldn't refund the super chat. If you don't want to accept my comment, then give me my money back. Now that's right. Now that's right. If somebody paid you to ensure that their comment is seen, if not read, because the rule is if somebody gives you a super chat, you're supposed to highlight their comment and read it. Right? And that's not fair. That ain't even good business. That's not how you do business at all. I don't make a whole lot of refund, but if things get hunky dory, listen, baby, I told a client, because one thing as an attorney, I'm the attorney. I'm the attorney. You are the client. You have to say so, but I'm the attorney now. I'm the one who went to law school and know what the law is. You walking around here on what you think and how you feel. Okay? And if we don't have a good understanding of what our roles are, you can't take your money and go on, because what you're not going to do is give me a headache when I'm here to try to help you. Yes, you pay me for a service, but at the end of the day, my job is to help you. And if all you're going to do is fight me, then no, keep your money. So if you're not going to do right by the folks and let their comments be seen, and especially if you're not going to highlight them, but at least not let them be seen, give them folks their money back. What you want their money for if you don't want to comment? Lulu, you a recovering teacup? Well, listen, y'all. I saw everything. I heard everything saying that I mean, I've heard people call her narcissist. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm gonna say this: I don't know the woman well enough to make a comment up like that, so I won't. And all I'm saying is, I just wish she had let me do that interview. I'm telling y'all, if she had listened and let me did it, she came off a lot better. She would have. Now, not that I'm trying to help somebody be fake, because when I talked to her, she just didn't come off as a fake person. I'm telling you, she didn't. She didn't, y'all. She didn't. And when I saw that video, one, I didn't like the way it made Tanya look. Two, that woman was so arrogant. Oh my God. I mean, y'all, she was rough and hard and just, she doubled down. That's what they call it, doubling down on your wrongness. Not only is you gonna be wrong, but you're gonna turn around and go live and double down on the wrongness. Everybody is willing to accept that the way that thing happened, it shouldn't have. It got blown way out of proportion. And I told Monica this now. In my conversation, I want y'all to understand that I told Monica I did not understand how did this turn into YouTube fodder? I mean, I don't get it. I don't know what happened. What happened? And she told me she didn't know what happened. She didn't make a phone call. Now, in and of itself, not making a phone call ain't nothing. This was too much for that. This was too much for that. Okay? But the more I listened and got an understanding of everything that was going on and was happening, I understand why players felt like she was being ignored. That's what players felt. Now, players has said what she felt, and that's fine. But when you've had a conversation with somebody and they told you that, yes, we need to talk. I want to talk with you. We need to talk. And they say, yeah, okay, we're going to talk. I'm going to call you tomorrow. And then y'all touch base tomorrow and you say, well, I'm going to call you the next day. And then you reach out to them and say, well, I'm going to be out of town, but I'll let you know when I get back in. And she does let you know that she's back in town. She's ready to talk when you are. And then you don't hear nothing. You done been ghosted. Now, what I found very interesting and very narcissistic, I ain't calling that woman narcissistic. I said what I found to be a factor in seeing a narcissist person was when Monica told players, you should have called me. What? You told me you were going to call me and you got sick and you telling me that it was too much for you to send a text that says, hey, players, I know we're supposed to talk, but I'm not feeling well, baby. Can we talk tomorrow? And I thought somebody said that Schoolboy even said that she had talked to Monica that same Sunday that Monica said she had laryngitis and couldn't talk. And I was not aware that laryngitis got into your fingertips. I did not know that. I did not know that. That is a new medical thing that I found out. and listen, I found it interesting. I think one of the reasons why they were interested in considering me was because I was an attorney. I think that they thought it would be a good match. There you go, Tundra. You are a lawyer, and she had a lawyer on her panel. What would have changed the outcome? I think you're trying to say change. Yeah, I think that they thought that would be a good match up, right? Players being an attorney, you come to me as an attorney, and maybe we cancel it out or something of that nature. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I just know what I know. And when something don't jive, if it look like a duck and sound like a duck and walk like a duck, it's a duck to me. And I think there's something wrong that you agreed to call somebody and told them to be waiting on your call, and you don't call. And somehow you feel like instead of saying, I'm sorry I didn't get back in touch with you, you say, well, you should have called and checked on me and found out why I didn't call you. Where they do that at? Not in business. Not in business. Not in business. And the one thing that she said on her live when she did her interview was how she knows she true to the game. She ain't new to this. She grew in this or something like that. So if you know, this is what I'm saying. You get up on your live and talk about how long you've been in the game and how much you know and ... But to you, you don't think I know? No. I haven't been in the game long as you. I may not have as many subscribers as you. True ad. But I got common sense. I can think. Right. Go turn the air on like I told you to do 30 minutes ago. Well, it ain't on, buddy. You didn't walk over there and turn it on unless it would be on. Why would I tell you to turn the air on? The on button right there. Hit it again. Thank you. She said she been there. What she say, S? She said she been here for 8 years, but she didn't reach 100K subs without Pledge, Bishop, Marcel, and Schoolboy. She didn't have 100,000 subscribers until she brought them on her panel. And at the very least, instead of sitting there with the attitude and the arrogance of it all to say almost like they should be thankful for her allowing them to come on her panel. She benefited more from having them on her panel than they benefited for being on her panel. I ain't seen none of them with 100 subscribers. Be humble and thankful. They are appreciative, and they've said it, that they appreciate you for you allowing them to be on that panel and giving them the exposure that you gave. They appreciate it. Shucks, that's all they were asking for. They weren't even asking for no money. But you cannot, at the same token, say, I appreciate them for their willingness to come on the panel and try this idea. And I'm thankful that their being on the panel helped me gain a little bit more notoriety or whatever the case may be. I am so sorry that a lack of communication or bad communication brought us to this place. It is my hope and my desire that we can forgive and move forward. Even if we can't move forward together, I wish everybody the best. I appreciate the time we had. And if there's ever anything I can do to help, y'all know how to get in touch with me. That's all she had to say. And guess what, people? It would have been done. In addition to the fact that what you said on your live, you had already said. So coming on your live the way you didn't bring anything new to the table. Royal Blue, can Aviatar use the magnetic insanity defense? No. No, because the one thing you gotta have to use it is not being able to know the difference between right and wrong. But we know she does. Yep. You're an attorney as well. Yeah, you have too much knowledge, and a player can't play a player. He would never sit in front of you. I bet she wish she had. I bet you she wish she had. Because that's the thing. When you want to show sincerity and you're really trying to make things right, you want to sit in front of somebody who people see is not giving you the softball. That's not seeming as though they're on your side. You want somebody to be independent and fair, because you don't have anything to hide. You're not trying to run no game. That's me. Lulu, I've heard a lot of people say that. Stella Stevenson, God bless you and thank you, baby, for the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're enjoying yourself. And if you're not a subscriber, I wish you'd hit that subscribe button, but definitely hit the like button and the share button. I appreciate you so much for being here, babe. Yes, Essence, someone who is fair and respectful. That's you know, I ain't gonna say that. It's hard for some to be humble. It is hard, but it's the easiest thing in the world to be. It simply requires you to acknowledge the truth. I didn't get here by myself. That's it. But in that interview, my God, she came off like she running this my channel. I run it the way I want. I mean, who is this person? Because this ain't the person that I talk to on the phone. Exactly. Exactly. It matters, y'all. Nobody could take the interview serious. I heard several people. I mean, several. I've been reading comments for the past few days. Well, I was reading them more before the flood. When the flood happened, just a way to keep from crying. I come in and watch YouTube in hopes of seeing. I was looking for Marcella to speak, and I was glad she did. But in the majority of the responses that I was seeing people say, guess what they were talking about? When they saw Dr. Griffin, that was it. That was it. Monica lost the credibility of the office of the audience when they saw Dr. Griffin. It was hard to take her serious when they know. These are people who follow you, Monica. They know how you dragged and talked about this woman, how you thought nothing of her or about her. And then you drag her on your panel to be your interviewer, knowing that all she's going to do is read and say what you fed her. When the people have been talking about that's why the situation is what it is, Monica. That you have been playing these folks, feeding them stuff, turning them against each other. That was a dumb play, in my opinion. It was a dumb move, in my opinion. It was a dumb move. Have you not watched See, I'm going to tell you why she thought she could do it better than the way she should have done it. She don't sit down and watch the preacher folks getting in trouble and the politicians, people getting in trouble. See, the folks on Love and the Hip Hops and the Real Housewives and all of this street stuff, these people respond to tragic situations or scandals differently, okay, differently than church folks and political people. This is why you wonder how it is that the preachers can get caught with little boys and little girls and other people's husbands and other people's wives and still be able to maintain their titles, their position, and their money. Same with politicians. Even if they resign, they go away and sit down for a little while. They come back up. They're running for mayor. They've been elected for mayor. They've been elected for some. They find their way back because they know PR. And if they don't know, they go to somebody who does. And you have some entertainers who rely on their PR, and if they got some good PR, they are going to teach them and show them and tell them what to say, how to say it, how long to say it, where to go to say it. And she didn't appreciate that I understand good PR. But I'm telling you, Dr. Griffin tried to get her to see that I was the best person for her. And I'm not mad. She don't have to pick me. I'm just sad that she didn't, because had she done it, we wouldn't be talking about this. It would be dead. I'm telling y'all, it would be dead. If there's one thing I know how to do is dead a situation. Jack Dog. She thought the rules were different for politicians, entertainers, and Bojangles employees. Oh, my question about that Bojangle thing, because I really didn't understand it. I think y'all help me now. Help me if I put the pieces together. Somebody released information Yes. Yes, Essence. It threw me off from the conversation that I had with her on the phone to watching her on her live. Dude, who are you? Because you act like you were all that, a bag of chips, the Coke on the side. You even had a Pepsi under you, an orange soda behind you. You had some reefer on the other side. I mean, she came off like I am the shit. And all she did was created a pile of that's what you did. And you didn't have to. But you could not put your ego to the side. You couldn't put your ego to the side. So you were sitting around here thinking that you fixing to do the interview and everybody's gonna want to hear what you got to say. So everybody's coming to my channel and I'm gonna get all these views and I'm gonna get all of this and you were too worried about that quick, short money. And no harm, Monica. I don't have nothing negative to say about you. But when it comes to your business skill, baby, I'm gonna need you to come up just a little bit higher. Just a little bit higher. Because nobody allows something as trifling and as simple as this to turn into a situation that's going to cost me my money. You so busy protecting your ego that you going to miss your money? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Essence. Okay. Mm. So, did the CEO of Bojangles do this on his own? Like he became aware of this and he did this on his own? Monica, his employee, came to him and said this? Or did the Avatar contact Bojangles? Does anybody know? Monica, the Avatar, called Bojangles at the behest of the Avatar? Oh, I'm sorry. I got to call BS. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. I ain't saying that Monica the Avatar is this Monica that works for Bojangles, but mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. He wrote it on the take. Oh, people were at Bojangles asking the company to reprimand her. Okay, okay. But Lulu said the Avatar called. I'm hanging with Lulu. Lulu is a recovering teacup. I'm trust her. The Avatar called. Now I'm not saying that these other people might not have been calling in too. I'm not saying that, but it appears that the Avatar. That's where I thought I heard it, that she had called and spoke with the CEO of Bojangles about it and was telling him that he needed to put something out. Because I'm trying to figure out how did Bojangles get in all this? Because what Bojangles would have been doing instead of putting out a statement saying that these ain't the same two people, they just would have told their employee to get your is this you? You need to get your stuff together and get out because you're bringing negative publicity to our business. That's how businesses think. They don't care what you're doing with your off time and what you got going on as long as you're not bringing negativity over here. So Bojangles, there would have been no need for the Avatar to call Bojangles. Bojangles would have got that straight on their own because it would have been affecting their business. That's something to think about. I don't know. I wouldn't do it now. No, I wouldn't do that now. I wouldn't do that now. Mm-mm. Lulu, it appears that something shady, shaky, not steady. Um, that's all I'm saying, Essence. That's all I'm saying. It don't make no sense that this person, this YouTube person, that the CEO of Bojangles is so engulfed in a YouTube squabble. Essence. The only way Monica could have called them and they would have listened is if she really was Monica Sauls and worked it. I wish I could think of this young lady's name that I was watching, but she said something that I said, ooh, wee. She was talking about Monica on her live being engulfed in her, seeing things her way, that she misspoke and said some things that led to people being able to identify who she was. Okay? And she was talking about, at one point in time, when Monica was doing her YouTube, started her YouTube page, she went to change a screen or something, and somebody was able to screenshot her name that said Monica Sanders, I think is what she said. Monica Sanders. And then the comments she made on her interview, her live interview, about a friend calling her. Y'all help me, tell me if I got this right. That a friend called her to tell her that somebody was doxing her by putting her picture out with her husband and her children or something like that. Monica Allen. Thank you, Lulu. Monica Allen, yes. Monica Allen. And the pictures of the husband and the children were of a lady named Monica Sauls. And what this YouTuber was saying, oh man, if anybody knows her name, y'all drop it in the comments so I can give her credit for this, please. What she concluded in her assumption was that Monica Allen was Monica's maiden name. And Sauls would be her married name. I just thought that was an interesting way to come up with that. Identify with the song. I mean, that's a good, it's all good. It's all good guesses. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. For me, I don't care. I don't ever have to know who this lady is. For all I know, Monica ain't her name. I don't know, right? I don't care. Who you are is not as important. Name-wise, identity-wise, who you are is not as important as who you are. Substance. That means more to me. The name, title, color, all that stuff. Who are you? And do not present yourself to me being A and you know you B. Don't do that. That might be who it was. That might be who it was. SPF, sincerely. Candy Washington may be a female YouTuber. That may be who I got that from. That's not mine. If she is the avatar, the CEO gonna put her on third shift. Oh, I didn't know people went to Bojangles enough for all that. But I ain't talking about Bojangles now. People are going to find her. More people are investigating this like it was the Mueller event. I'm telling y'all, I was watching something and the people said there are people that have paid real life investigators. And I laughed because the guy said, y'all out here paying real money for real investigators to find out who the avatar is. Find some of these missing children. Holland. Raw. I mean, Bojangles probably ain't got this much publicity, and God knows when. I thought them folks had closed down and went out of business. I ain't talking about Bojangles now. Don't come at me, Bo, because I ain't saying nothing negative. I just thought y'all, was like blockbusters. What, Jimmy Hoffa? Where is he? I mean, this is like, where is Waldo, for real? Marcella said it's celebrities looking for Monica too. I know T.I. and Tiny want a piece of this. Well, the thing that got off, how it got off, in my opinion now, is my opinion. To me, how it went off the rails. I just think Monica she went too far to try to drive people to her channel. Because I'm telling y'all, I saw a few lives, especially when they were talking about what's these folks in Huntsville in Alabama? What's married and love and married in what's that called, y'all? Love and Marriage Huntsville. Is that what that is? Harder than they did the spot on Monica dress from the President's Get Home. Oh, Lord. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Yes, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yes. Especially when they got on that topic. There was a lot of speculation and conjecture. And I'm telling y'all, I've said it. I'm sitting there watching it saying, all she's doing is speculating, though. I don't like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. A lot of it was spreading rumors. She didn't have any tea. And that's the one thing that bothered me about her interview, because she kept saying, I got receipts. Well, where it at? Because players showed the receipts she said she had. All you did was talk about you got something that nobody never saw. We saw one text. Not one call. And I ain't saying you ain't got them. I'm just saying you big on receipts, on telling your followers that you got receipts for everything. You don't play. But in my opinion, you started attacking people, Monica. I mean, attacking people. Nothing about a real story, just attacking. Had nothing but just spewing out hurtful stuff when you didn't have receipts. And I think you went too far. It's my opinion. And Paula, yes. Yes, indeed. You know I need it. Sweet Jesus, I got to go in here and roll on this. roll on this blow up mattress. Oh my God, y'all. That's why I wanted to come on. I'm like, I need it. I'm gonna have it. I don't care. I know it's late. I ain't put out no notice. I'm just gonna do it. What you say? What you say, Esther? She didn't have nothing. Lulu, she lies too much. Listen, I didn't know the woman lied now. I didn't. I believe so too, Essence. I believe so too. Yes, ma'am, Miss B. Yes, ma'am. They on fire, baby. Essence. I know, but you know, you know. I just think I do. I just think she went too far. She pushed the envelope too far, trying to get clicks and views. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know this to be true, no kind of way. None. Y'all hear me now? This is allegedly. This is allegedly, and it is strictly my opinion. I don't have no receipts. I ain't got no proof. I wasn't no fly on the wall. This is just simply, only, completely speculation and guesswork on my part. But this move by Monica reminds me of Tasha K. Tasha K started pushing the envelope, trying to push her way to get her subscribers up. And she started saying and doing some stuff when she was going after Cardi B, and that thing turned around, did a nosedive, came back and punched her in the face, and she started losing subscribers. Hey, if she sends me a cease and desist letter, she's getting one back. Because what you're not going to do is censor me when I haven't said anything about you. All I've said is the facts of what I know, and I can tell the facts. We're not in litigation, so you don't get to put a gag order on me. Now, if you want to, let's go. I guarantee you, though, I guarantee you're going to be the one coming out of the money. Because I haven't said anything. But I'll come back and show you. I surely will. Oh, they're good friends? Her and Tasha K? Her and Tasha K are good friends? If Charlie could run his angels from inside of a radio, the hologram can run her operation from inside a crack. Rob Blue, I'm going to your page, man. I'm telling you the truth. I got to see your live. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Now, we're not playing those silly games. Those, what do they say? Tricks are for kids. I'm grown. My law degree is real. And I know players is too, which I didn't understand. Now, y'all help me, because I got confused by that. I watched the live. I was confused about the panel, because as I said earlier, when I started watching Monica, it was just her. It was just Monica. All about the tea. It was just her. I was confused about the avatar. I didn't understand it, but I kept watching because I kept saying, ooh, one day, oh, she doing something, so she can't show her face. But she gonna show her face. I'm gonna be able to see the person that I'm following, right? Never happened. Then one day I clicked on, and it was Players. And I think the Bishop. And I was confused. I didn't know who these people were. But I was impressed that Players was an attorney. And Monica acknowledged her as being an attorney and thought it was good. She said something. I saw one show when she was saying we have our resident attorney, and she asked players to speak on a subject, from the legal perspective. And so now to hear her make statements of so-called or quote unquote attorney, which means you throwing shade. Let's be real, quote unquote. We know that you say you are. We know that's how they go, right? I didn't understand how we got from you acknowledging this woman being an attorney, and you glad that she's an attorney on your panel and can give the legal perspective, to now all of a sudden you don't know that if she's an attorney or not. I didn't understand that move. I didn't understand that move. Essence says, yes, Tasha K came out and defended her, and Tasha told her to fire the whole panel. But Tasha K is doing great. Her channel is doing great. I used to be a subscriber, and I unsubscribed when she got caught up in that, she got on that R. Kelly tangent. I didn't have a problem with her doing the commentary. I don't have a problem with her doing anything. That's her channel. She can do what she want to do. But my issue with the R. Kelly thing was, it was all about the salaciousness. I didn't care for when she would do her interviews, and so he stuck his in your. I didn't need to know all that to learn that R. Kelly had a problem. That wasn't a shock or a surprise to anybody. For those of us who grew up with R. Kelly, when he first got on the scene and was traveling around to the clubs, he came to my hometown to perform at one of the clubs. And I know that the teenagers weren't supposed to be in the club, but back in the day, they would let you in the club at 15, 16, 17. Okay? And he had all the little children around him. No, I did not, because I didn't understand what this grown man thought was so attractive about a 16-year-old girl. Players was the only reason I turned in, and the reason I did an about face. Schoolboy was the first. Okay, all right. Well, maybe it was Schoolboy, but when I saw the panel, Players was on there. It was Players, Monica, and one other person. I thought it was the Bishop, but it might have been Schoolboy. So I can roll with that. Absolutely. Absolutely. I can roll with that, Essence. I can see that. I can see that. I didn't like the salaciousness of it all through that. But when Tasha K's and Tasha threw me off with that thing with she also got on this tangent with what's the girl name? Cardi B. And it came out that the girl that Tasha K was interviewing had lied. And instead of Tasha K just simply apologizing, like the Avatar, hey guys, I believe the girl. I thought what she said was right, was true, whatever. I believed it, and I'm finding out that it was a bunch of hoo-ha. I'm sorry I put that out there on you guys, because I never want to put out false information on nobody, even if I can't stand it. I still don't want to put out lies on her. You know what I'm saying? But she couldn't do that. She doubled down. Now, it hurt her for a little while, but Tasha K is doing okay. And I guess the Avatar is taking a page out of her book that I'm going to double down, and it may hurt for a little bit, but I'm going to rise back to the top, and she's very well made. I mean, nothing prevents her from putting a panel back together and coming on back, because although a lot of people have peeped her and now see what they see, there's a whole lot of people that don't. They're still going to follow her all the way to the end. Yeah. Yeah, she did. That was, I had already unsubscribed by then. But you see what I'm saying? Not me. And everybody's not me, right? Man, if she send you a cease and desist, don't it have to have her government name to be legit? Oh no, she got to sue me in her name. Now she can sue me in her business name. She can sue me in her business name if she has a business. It's cult over here, over there. Yeah, right. None of. Let me see what these say. The pattern here is that none of these big personalities are willing or able to apologize when they hurt people. Just as simple as that. Just as simple as that. And I honestly thought that's what I would have been able to get out of her if I had done that interview. Just ask the simple questions. It is true that when they came on your show, on your panel, your subscriber numbers increased. That's a fact. It's all good though. It's all good. Listen, I wish all of these ladies and gentlemen the best. I don't have a dog in this hunt, so I'm not trying to upset the apple cart with anybody. I'm just speaking my opinion based on what's going on in the public. I didn't tell anything personal or anything like that out of my conversation with her and Dr. Griffin, nor would I. But for the most part, y'all, she didn't tell me nothing personal. It's not like she shared with me who she was and where she lived and all this kind of stuff. None of that. What she told y'all is what she told me. What I found disturbing is the fire and brimstone type of attitude she had in saying it. She just came off arrogant, unloving, and unconcerned. Listen, I have apologized to people who said I hurt them by something I said that I didn't know. I didn't know that what I said was hurtful. I didn't think that what I said was hurtful. And even after they told me, I thought it was BS. Thought it was BS, man. But there's a scripture in the Bible that says that in your pursuing after things, it says pursue, out of everything you should pursue peace. Out of all your pursuits, pursue peace. So to keep peace in my life, it don't take nothing from me to say, hey man, if you're telling me that what I said hurt you, I am sorry, because that was not my intent to hurt you, and I didn't know that it hurt you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, man. And now I'm on guard that when I talk to you, I got to be mindful of what I say and how I say it. And I'm okay with that because you've taught me now how to respond to you so that you and I can have a peaceful relationship. I don't see nothing bad with that. It ain't cost me nothing. My checks ain't stopped coming in. As a matter of fact, apologizing to help keep them checks coming in. Monica, you're missing the forest, baby, for the trees. Dr. Griffin was wrong for telling everybody to play it. Yes, she was. I didn't see that. I didn't see that or hear her do that. But if she did that, if she was wrong, it made me look at Tasha without empathy. Yeah, she could That woman callous regarding mental illness. Yeah. And that's another thing. The mental illness comment. There's two ways to look at that. Can I be fair? Is that all right? There's two ways of looking at that. One, Monica, I don't believe, said mental illness. She said mental health. Potato, patata. Tomato, tomato. All means the same, right? That is a perspective. That is a perspective, that it means the same. There's also another perspective, though, that it doesn't. Mental health could mean, man, I am so tired of you walking behind. If she don't stop walking behind me like Trump was walking behind Hillary. Oh. Oh. After Monica watches this live, she's going to need to pay you a consultation fee. Man, you're giving her free PR. I'm trying. I'm trying to help. Because to me, it's foolish. They're all in their emotions. They're getting off script on how to move to make their life better, and they're getting caught up in the weeds about something that really, y'all, is childish, it's immature, it makes no sense. And I'm here to tell you, if it don't make money, it don't make sense, so it means I don't have time. And I don't get messing up my long money to satisfy my short ego. I don't. That's all right, Tanja Cook. I saw some of that interview. I couldn't take it, so I couldn't watch all of it. Y'all know Larry Reed is my man, but lately he has not been entertaining to watch. Okay? But so let me go back. We're talking about the statement of mental health. Monica said she did not say mental illness, she said mental health. And I said there's one side. Okay, Nikki Pooh. Look at Nikki Pooh. Aviatar not stupid. She knew exactly what she was doing by just saying the word mental. Players never mention mental, so why did she feel the need to? I agree. Listen, I did. I Tell you good. What he said? She keep walking behind you. She'll dodge a shoe like President Bush did in that. Okay, stop walking behind me while I'm on my line. Listen, Aviatar not stupid. Listen though. There is the perspective that it means the same, but there is the other perspective that it doesn't. Because mental health in and of itself does not mean that you have a mental illness. It doesn't. It doesn't. It means you need to go somewhere and rest. It's just too much stress. It's just too much mess. So I'm going to get some rest. Okay? Now, having said that, so it depends on your perspectives, and perspectives are relative, right? But if the woman told you that the reason why I was leaving was because of time constraints, I'm going back to my job, full time, and I'm not going to have as much time to give. If that's what she told you was her reason for leaving, there was no reason for you to say nothing about mental nothing. And the only reason why you would throw that in there is to throw a dig. That's a jab. In my opinion, that's a jab. Because if the woman told you why she was leaving, why are you mentioning other stuff? For what? Other than to try to make her look bad. And the only reason why I would think that you would try to do that is because you felt like my opinion. The only reason why, Monica, that you would do that, I believe this, don't make it that is right, but it's my opinion and I can give it. I believe that the only reason why you would do that is if you felt like players leaving was going to cause you a negative reaction to your channel. And if you could show the people that players was leaving for some other reason outside of you, it wouldn't hurt your pockets. And if by some chance players was to say something negative, well, she crazy anyway. So who gonna believe her? Now, why you say you think that? I'm gonna tell you why I think that. Because Dave Chappelle said that's how they get down. Dave Chappelle said when he realized that them folks offered him all that money and they started acting funny and started trying to make him act like and feel like he was losing his mind, he said it was time to get up out of there and go. And when he left, even though he didn't tell nobody why he left, nobody knew why he left, nobody knew where he was acting just like, where is Waldo? And when he finally came back to the States and was ready to talk about it, the one thing that they tried to get people to, that people started saying about him is that he was crazy. And he said it as a smart man. He said it and it's the truth. The easiest way to dismiss somebody is to have people believe that they are crazy. Because if you think they're crazy, you don't have to regard anything they say. It's easy to dismiss them if you think they're cuckoo. You know it because you've talked to cuckoo people. And after a while, when you realize they're cuckoo, you stop talking and you do this. Oh. Oh. Really? Okay. All right then. Time constraints. That's what she told you. Leave it at that and leave it alone. Now, I did tell y'all something that I thought was funny. I mean, hilarious. Hey, everybody. I see the new folks coming in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. She blamed us for using our God-given ears. We heard her, but she said we took it and twisted it. Oh, that's all. You put it out there, and you are mad that people are able to think. It's called critical thinking. And I know that our educational system has gotten off track, and all they do is teach children a whole bunch of information, tell them to memorize it, and simply regurgitate it. We no longer teach our children how to think, but I teach mine. Because you got to know how to see between the lines and see the reality of a situation. And if you are not able to think, you will have somebody running circles around you because it's easy, especially if somebody has a pleasing personality. It is just easy to believe them and follow them, only to find out they are leading me off a cliff. Hey, Tina Ennis. Well, thank you so much, baby. I hope you enjoy being here. I'm not gonna be here too much longer because I see the time. But please go back and watch the replay. I hope you enjoy it. If you do like it, I sure hope you'll become a subscriber. At least if you don't mind, hit the like button, hit the share. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Tandra, I love this channel. You keep it simple for the people to understand. When I snap, I will be retaining you. That's all I'm saying. Because I understand snapping. A colleague of mine was representing this lady one time. She was charged with aggravated assault. She had stabbed her boyfriend a few times. 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. A few. And the boyfriend was in her attorney's office telling the attorney that he didn't want her prosecuted or whatnot. And so she asked the man, she said, well, I'm just curious. She stabbed you, a few times, 4, 5, 6, a few. And you don't want her prosecuted? Can I ask why? And the man said, sometimes men just do stuff. And then she asked the woman, well, why did you stab him? And her response was, sometimes a ninja just needs to be stabbed. And sometimes they do. I did it. I got it right. Woohoo! Because I mess up names all the time, Tina. All right. Way to go, man. High five. Bam. Velda. All she had to do was say, I listened to others and spoke out of turn and apologized. I'm just saying, it don't cost you nothing to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Baby, I am so sorry I did not get back in touch with you. And it led you feeling some kind of way. That I didn't care or that I was unconcerned. Players has a right to her feelings, and I'm not saying that her feelings were right. She got a right to them. I'm not saying it was right. Because even if you were upset or whatnot, I still don't believe the best way to do that was to go to the YouTube and do a video about it. I do think that these are two people that should have had a conversation behind the scenes, and they still should have one. But I understand how it feels to be supporting somebody and helping somebody else and pouring into them and helping them do what they're trying to do and supporting what they got going on, and you making their life better and their channel better, supporting that. I know what it's like to do that for somebody and have that same person playing digital games behind your back. And what I mean by digital, you're being quiet while you're doing a whole lot. Computer is quiet, but it does a whole lot. You're digital behind my back. I know that feeling. It is real. And you really can't put your hands on it. You can't say, I see that right there. But baby, it is real. They playing low down, dirty games. And they slick telling folks stuff that try to get them to be mad with you. And what offends me is not that they doing it, because people are only going to do what's in you comes out of you. So if that's who you are on the inside, eventually it's coming out. What bothers me is the people that allow themselves to be played, and you end up having an attitude with somebody that ain't did nothing to you. and you too weak to stand up straight and say, hey, ain't got nothing to do with me. Got nothing to do with me. What? I can't believe that. I've had somebody come to me and try to get me to be mad at somebody else because they didn't like what that person said to them. And you think that I'm fixing to get mad and angry and upset with them and stop talking to them, stop hanging out with them, and they ain't did nothing to me? You talking about the problem you got with them, so you know who you need to be talking to is them, not me. Oh, I agree, Kimberly. I agree that she had a right. Yes, ma'am. Listen to me now. Listen to me. I didn't say that she didn't have a right to her feelings. I said earlier already that they all had a right to go on their channel and allow their fans and their public to know what their position was. Yes, they had a right. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Once that ball got to rolling, there really was nothing else to do. Because everybody was telling their side, and everybody and those that wasn't talking, folks was coming at them that what's your side? And then you feel like you gotta give your side. So I get it. But we're talking about professionals who are trying to build a brand. I'm not gonna let this silly stuff cost me my long money. That's all I'm saying. This Wiley person, I didn't stay on long enough to see that person. Y'all, I'm telling you, the few minutes I did watch, when I watched them comments and how y'all was oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all drugged Dr. Griffin like she was a slave that they had picked for lynching, and they were dragging her from the church house to the courthouse to lynch her. I mean, she got drugged. And all I can say is, I told you so, and I'm thankful that I listened to what the good Lord gives me. And that's my common sense and sound judgment. Yes, Lula, I thought that was psychotic. Schoolboy sitting up there trying to talk to players and get things straight with players, and instead of Monica saying, oh, kudos, or y'all talk, players, please listen to her, allow her to speak, hear her heart, or any of those things she could have said, she wants to interrupt and say, you apologize to her? I thought you said she hurt your feelings. You want her to be mad? Pride, baby, comes before a fall. You gonna be lifted up, but you gonna come down. Yes, yes, yes. Monica has a lot to be bothered about now that they have called her at home and caught her in a lie. I can't believe she just got busted. Caught her at home. No, no, don't y'all go to her home now. Leave that woman alone. What'd you say, Velda? I was a member and in the chat, and they blocked me and put what? Oh, you must didn't agree with something. You must didn't agree with something. From the root to the tut. Yes, they did. The only thing I want to hear from Dr. Griffin is if Jamal is coming. I'll stop. Y'all stop. Y'all stop. It'd have made the interview a little bit more interesting if they let him call in and put him on the show. It would have. I mean, it just seemed dry and dead, and I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. This is not going the way if she thinks it's going well, I don't think she's seeing what I was seeing because nothing about that live in the comments led me to believe, and anybody I believe, to believe that that interview went well. Hey, Ian Tracy, I'm glad that you didn't agree to do the interview with Monica because she would have made you look crazy. Yeah, I wasn't doing that, man. I'm telling you, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. They just called someone they believe to be Monica, and it sounds just like her. Oh, okay. Well, I would love to. Yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's her. Hey, Princess, how are you? Yeah, Tandra, that's her. Yeah, that's her. That's why. I mean, a lot of the people in the comment were unnerved about the fact that you would bring her on. Like, and I hate it, y'all, because I said in the beginning of this interview, and I'm gonna say it now. I like Tanya. We're not besties or anything like that, but I consider her to be a good associate of mine, and somewhat of a friend. I do, and I do believe that she considers herself to be a true friend of Monica, and she was trying to be a ride or die friend for Monica. Now, was she also looking for a little attention? Probably, but you know, if you're doing these YouTube channels, we all looking for attention. I guess in one way or another, if you want to look at it like that. But I feel bad for her, man. Um, I just wish she had listened. But everybody makes their own decisions for their lives, what they think is best and what they believe is going to get them to where they're going. I'm not judging her. I just think it was a bad decision. And I hope she's able to bounce back from it. How you do that? Now, CS, you is asking me to be um technically sound, and I'm not. Hold on a second. Let me see what I can do, though. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Let me see what I can do. Um, interview. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can look this up. All right. All right, y'all hang tight. Let me figure out how to get this. All right. I think I did it. I think I did it. Did I do it? Boom. Okay. I said boom. Didn't that happen? Boom. Bam. Did I do that? Say what? She actually put her cash app up. She's in law. No, Royal Blue. Royal Blue. She said that in the interview. I don't know nothing about that. First time I heard that. You know, if you're gonna, this is the thing though, y'all. I want y'all to think about this. There is a difference between agreeing to be an employee. I think I put the link down there, y'all, and I did it right. Somebody click on it and try it and tell me something. Because y'all got me doing something I haven't done before. But thank you, because when you put, hey man, y'all helping my skills. I appreciate it. Seminary school with a doctorate. Right, Princess. Right. She just finished seminary school and with right, absolutely. I helped her with I was one of the ladies that assisted her with helping her with her dissertation. I was a panel for her, a panelist for her on a panel she did on her for her dissertation. And so that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think Tanya's cool. Hey man, nobody's perfect. Everybody got their ways. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel bad for the situation she finds herself in, and I hope she can, you know, come out of it. Where's the dissertation? She did. She got it. It's done. She got a doctorate. I saw she posted some stuff, Rob. Royal Blue, she posted her cap and gown and stuff on her Facebook page. Now I would say this. I ain't went and looked it up, man. I'm taking it. I'm taking it that the lady is telling me the truth. That she you know, she got a dissertation done and completed and accepted and graduated. The stuff she posted on her Facebook page said that. All right, thank you, Essence. Look at you, help me do something I hadn't done before. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you. Good morning, I'm wide awake. I'm finna go to sleep. I'm finna go to sleep. Don't you come in here, New York Finest, talking about I'm wide awake. I done been on this live for almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. I appreciate y'all, though. I'm being honest because y'all give me an opportunity to wind down at the end of a hard day and just be able to talk real stuff now, but we're able to laugh and have fun. And that's what I say over here on this channel, man. Everybody can come over here and give their opinion. You do not have to agree with me. You can be like, hey, man, counselor, no way. And I don't have a problem with it. We don't fall out over here. The only thing I ask people to do is just be respectful. You can disagree respectfully. Yes, you can. Okay, and so that's what we want to do over here, so we can keep having fun, right? Northeastern Library don't know. Oh man, I'm just come on. I don't believe she would be out here calling herself Dr. Griffin if she was not able to, because let's remember when I interviewed her. She was in her doctoral program then, and she was not calling herself Dr. Griffin. I want to give the lady credit for that now. She did not do that. It wasn't until she reached out and sent me the information, let me know that she had finished, that she started using doctor. And doggone it, if she got that degree, use it, baby. Use it and ride that horse all the way home. I'm going to run. Ride till I can't no more. You all hear what I'm saying? Ride that horse all the way. I know, Sean. I know. They coming in here ready to talk. I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna go to sleep. Okay, I will. Oh, you talking to Ed Royal Blue? She out PhD on her StreamYard. She was NAD, man. She was stunting. I'm not gonna keep dealing with you. Kimberly, I believe she's a real PhD, but her discernment is off. Absolutely. I got you. Well, if she did that, then it is what it is. If you put it, I'm a true believer. You reap what you sow. If you put out negativity, baby, if that's the energy you putting out, it's going to come back. And I'm telling you now, believe me or not believe me, but when that negative energy comes back to you, it don't come back the same way you sent it out. It usually comes back a lot harder and a lot stronger, and you ain't ready for it. So I try real hard not to put out no negative stuff. Now, I ain't telling you that I won't get on you, but I'm going to try to do it in a respectful way, because even if I messed up and y'all came on me, don't stab me, but don't slit my throat. Especially if I don't come on here and tell y'all, acknowledge that I messed up. Now that's just, man. I know that's right, Sean. I know that's right. When you work that hard, you better use it. Miss B, I'm not, I promise you, I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't care. I'm going to do, if I have to do what I did tonight and just say, forget it. If I wait for everything to be perfect, it'll be another week or two. No, I'm just going on live now. Oh, Lord, have mercy, Royal Blue. I need a receipt for her dissertation. Let the dissertation please stand up. Guys, oh, where you are? Oh, man. If you're not a subscriber, Royal Blue, I sure hope you would subscribe, hit the like and share button, man, and hit that notification bell. So when I go live, you can come back on here. Because you've been cracked. Wee. Oh my goodness. All attorneys don't try cases. PhD was. That is true. That is something that a lot of people don't appreciate about having a law degree. There are a plethora of people that went to law school with me and have not practiced one day of law. They came, they wanted it, they got it. And they may use it in whatever area they're doing, but a lot of people go and want to work with nonprofits and things like that, and they just want to have the knowledge of law. You know, they ain't trying to go out and practice and make a business of it, but they want to at least have that general information. It's going to be beneficial for them for whatever it is they are trying to do. And it's just an added help, added information to help you doing what you're trying to do. Just because you went to law school does not mean that you're going to be practicing law and in the courthouse and all that kind of stuff. I did because I loved it. I loved it. Thank you, Royal Blue. Lulu, I'm telling you, they off the chain. God, dog, this girl said we need a summary judgment for Tanya's dissertation. Royal Blue, you got to be a lawyer, a paralegal, or something in the legal field, baby, because you know too much legal lingo not to be in the field some kind of way. You a law clerk, some. you know too much. You know too much legal lingo, and you were using it appropriately. I love it. I love it. Lexi B, you do not. That's a fallacy to think that just because you went to law school, graduated from law school, and even took and passed the bar, that means that you fixing to be out here carrying a briefcase and fighting at the courthouse steps. It's just not true. And a lot of people that don't. I know a young man, bless his heart, went to law school, got his law degree, and while and studied for the bar. While he was waiting on his bar, uh, um, results to come in, he got into cameras and video and things like that, and he ended up landing a job at the local TV station and loves it. Uses his law degree to do political segments on his news station. My son went to law school and he's a lawyer. There are a few of those out there too. I don't lie, y'all. I don't feel like I have to. I feel like there's enough facts and circumstances and enough law that will allow you to simply break down to the most lowest common denominator an issue that would allow you to see that there's more than one way to see it. And as long as you can see that there's more than one way to see it, how you going to convict my client? Which is why I was trying to explain to Monica on our telephone conversation that you're dealing with perceptions. That was one thing that she understood, I believe, is that you're dealing with perceptions. These are this whole thing, this whole blow up situation is about feelings and perception. And when you're dealing with feelings and perceptions, you cannot say for a fact that what they're feeling is wrong, because it's their feelings based off their perception. So the only way to fix that is to pursue peace. If you're saying I hurt you, you feel like I did that. I do. I feel like you did that. And not only did I feel like you did it, you did it. And if it's true I did it, I got to apologize for it. That's just the bottom line. Because the one question that players asked during that live that she called in where the avatar was shaking, but we wouldn't have known it unless she told us. The one thing that players said that I thought was the drop the mic of the whole thing, and that was this. Players asked one question. Who deleted the comments then? Who deleted the comments? And Monica kept trying to run away from that issue. She kept trying to run away from that issue, but players would not let her. Baby, Monica was like my dog Jake when he sees another dog and he finna go show that big dog that even though he little, he's a big dog on the inside. And he takes off and goes to running, and then that change reminds him that I may be big and little, but I ain't going but a little ways. Monica kept trying to run away, and players was like that leash. You ain't going nowhere. You gonna stay here and you gonna answer this question until you do right by me. Everything you think about is gonna fail. Players would not let her get away with not answering that question. And finally, Monica had to say, I don't know. Because first she kept saying, well, no, we do da-da-da-da. Player said, I understand that when you got trollers that's coming negative to the panel, yes, those are going to be deleted. I understand that even if somebody says something good about me in a text and says something bad about everybody else, that would be. She said, but I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the text where nobody said nothing but good things about me. And when you see it on the live, it was there. When you go back and look at it on the replay or whatever she said, the comment is gone. And Monica said she didn't know who deleted the comments. I'm going to say that maybe while in the midst of these lives, she might not have known. But you can tell they called it analytics. What'd you say, Sean? Well, her perception was wrong because she perceived that people was dumb and she found out the hard way tonight. And all I'm trying to say is don't do it to yourself. Mm-mm. No, because Players was simple. She was direct and to the point. I know she talked about some other stuff going on in her life, but what she was letting you know is why this situation triggered her so. I didn't care too much for Monica making it look like there was something wrong with Players being emotional because she's an attorney. I don't do that. Because just because we are attorneys don't mean we don't have feelings. Doesn't mean we're not people. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I've been emotional in court. We're not supposed to. We're not supposed to. But it happens. I had a situation and I had a client and I just couldn't get him to accept reality, and he finally did, but it was at the end after he didn't have a choice but to accept it. But when that young man finally realized what his situation was, he broke down and started crying and he apologized. I had been working with that guy for a good little minute, and I knew that day when he broke down and cried and apologized, it was for real. And that thing hit me. I ain't gonna lie like it did because I wasn't expecting it. Hit me and I walked around my client, walked away. everybody in the courtroom looking at me. I'm human, man. I got feelings. Yeah, Kimberly, I didn't like that. No, she wasn't crying for sympathy. Players wasn't crying for sympathy. Players was real. That was real. And if it wasn't, then that sister don't need to worry about a law degree and nothing else. She need to go on out to California if she ain't and go and get her acting. If that wasn't real, then that sister can act her tail off. And she need to be in California. All right, guys. That's all I got. She was, Lex. I'm telling you, I believe she was real. I felt about that when I read it, when I saw it, as I felt when I knew if we wasn't going to do this interview in a way that was going to come off sincere and real, I wasn't going to be a part of it. You're not going to control me. You're not going to control the environment that I'm in when I'm coming to help you. Try to help fix this mess that you've gotten yourself in when all you really need to do is just apologize. Now, if you apologize now, here's some PR advice for you. It's going to be tough for you to apologize. People are saying you can still make it right and apologize. It's going to be hard because you're coming now after everybody else has, okay? When you had the perfect opportunity to do it, you didn't. And so now your apology is going to come off and looking fake, as though you're just doing it because at this stage of the game, there's not another card to play. If you are going to apologize, you sure better make it real. I mean, you better come on and go on and admit that you were being arrogant, prideful, all of that stuff. If you're not coming to the table with that type of honesty, keep it to yourself. No, Tundra. I don't care how Mike tried to push it in my face. I wasn't eating that cake. I can even admit it that sometimes I'm slow, but I'm far from being dumb. I can do some dumb stuff too. I'm human. I make mistakes. But man, I ain't dumb. Yeah, not me. Jump through my computer. I'm glad you didn't do it because she didn't mean well. I don't think so. Mm-mm. That's all she had to do. Apologize, mother. That's it. Cut her a big check. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If she had paid me good money to come on her channel and interview her, I would have done it, but I would have told everybody that I was paid to do this interview on her channel. But please understand, it's my interview. But I didn't feel comfortable doing it that way. My spirit told me this ain't gonna go well. This ain't how you do an interview. And for somebody who's been in the business for as long as she pridefully said she was, and as knowledgeable about the business as pridefully as she said she was, you know that. You know that. And Andrea, she doesn't have to. Yeah, Tundra, it's in my spirit. It spoke to me, and I listened. I'll be 50 this year. Can y'all believe that? I will be 50. I'm so excited. I'm praying that the Lord let me see it. I think they can come back from it. Yeah, shine bright. Yeah, in these days especially, Lord have mercy. There used to be a day where there wasn't no question you were going to get to 50. And now, bless God, ooh. Absolutely. Absolutely. And not really, that's young. Thank you, Jamelia Andrews. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know what I find though? When I hit these monumental ages, things in my body start doing things different. At 40, I used to wear glasses. I had to have reading glasses because I strained my eyes looking at the computer all the time. But I could read and do things without glasses. At 40, imagine my surprise when I turned 40 and realized I can't see that. Now I wear glasses because I have to. All of a sudden, I ain't got pain. I ain't never, ever. Now all of a sudden, I wake up, I got pain in my elbow joints, in this left knee, in this side of my back. You wasn't gonna tell me it was because I was getting old. I told myself I need a new mattress. I went and bought almost a $3,000 electrical mattress that the feet come up, the head come up, the massage your body. And I still woke up with this elbow joint in this knee and this back, man. What? Oh man. Oh my goodness. She isn't calling the FBI. They probably looking for her. Oh, what'd you say? What'd you say, Andrew? I'm sorry, but that's just how it happens. Y'all know what my pastor told me a time I was telling her about all that. She said, well, you do have an option. I said, really, what is it? She said, die, because you either going to get older or you going to die. It hurts and pains and crackles and all that stuff come with getting old. So be quiet and be thankful. And I am thankful. I am thankful. 3,000. Can you drive it to work too? Drive what? When I miss Velda, I done missed something. What'd you say, Tundra? I blame my children for every ache and pain. Now I'm spreading it to the ground. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm 46 and you are not lying. This pandemic showed me a lot about age and the human body. Baby. Baby. I thought, yes, indeed, Velda. Can you drive it to work too? I can't. It won't do nothing. It won't do nothing. But I sure thought it was going to be, man, you weren't going to tell me that wasn't the mattress for my life. Like, I'm going to put the legs up a certain way, put the head up a certain way. You know, they say it allows you to contour the body in just the way, the perfect alignment, so you don't wake up with the aches and pain. A lie. A lie. I contoured it so till I was up in a ball like this and still my legs up. I'm all. Mm-mm. I do. I take the vitamin D, Jesus. D, D, C, and zinc. And I still got this ache in this elbow, in this left knee, and in this right back. Look, I went to the doctor. He took some blood and ran some tests to see if maybe I was suffering from rheumatoid arthritis or lupus. And the results came back negative. Thank God. Thank God. They came back negative. So my response to him was, well, okay, now what is it then? He responded. I ain't mad at him for not responding because I know him. We know each other, and I know it's just hard for him to figure out how to tell me I'm getting old. I had a young, handsome male white doctor. I mean, he was handsome. Oh my God, he was handsome, man. And I had hurt my leg, ankle or something, and I'm used to hurting it and few days, few weeks, it's right back. And this was a few months. And this thing ain't healing. And I go to him and they do x-rays and everything, nothing's wrong. So I'm like, okay, doc, well, what is it? He put his hand on my knee and I wasn't mad. And he said, there's an interesting thing about life as it keeps going. things just don't heal the way they used to. And I'm listening to him, he's being all poetic. And I finally say, are you telling me that because I'm older, that I just got to get used to taking more time to heal? He said, well, yes. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I cracked up. I said, you are such a sweet man to try not to hurt my feelings while you tell me, baby, you just getting older and things don't heal like they used to. Oh, Tundra, we ain't fixing to talk about the hot flash. That's, to be honest, that's why I told my son to turn on the air conditioner. I just didn't want y'all to know. It ain't hot in here. Ain't nobody hot in here but me. And I'm hot for no reason. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. Andrea, I am so sorry. Oh my God, baby, I'm so sorry. I have a sorority sister that suffers with lupus, and I was telling her about it. She said, well, we're gonna pray. Because I'm telling you, this ain't what you want. I don't know what's going on, but he gonna your fan is on 365. Andrea, I don't even want to talk about that high flat, man. And don't, oh my God, at night, oh my man, before I knew what was going on, I could not understand why I was sweating so at night, to the point where I had to go to the bathroom and what in the world? I didn't know what was going on with me, man. Oh my God. Oh man. I'm 51 and need both knees. Oh my goodness, Kimberly. Well, I this left knee, I guess, gonna be my knee that I probably have to get changed out, because I'm telling y'all, man, it hurt for no reason. It ain't raining. The wind ain't blowing. Oh my goodness, man. Uh, 14 years. Oh, Velda, y'all know what y'all just helped me did? Now, this is a shame against God. But just talking to you ladies about y'all experience, I now understand why my best. Mm, mm, mm. I wonder why she didn't tell me. I had a best friend that passed in 2011. And I used to fuss at her all the doggone time when I would come in her house. She would have it so cold. I couldn't figure it out. I didn't understand it. Yeah, it's hot outside, but good God, we ain't in hell. And she never said anything about going through menopause, the pause, and having the flashes. She just, you like friends. Well, if you don't like it, get out and wear a coat. Go to the Walmart down the street. You want me to give you some socks? She just gets smart with me, and we go on by today. But that's what it was. That's what it was. Oh man, it does feel like hell. It does. I wasn't having hot flashes then, so I couldn't understand. But now, Oh, I understand well and have nothing to say and apologize to all the mamas and grandmamas that I had something to say about because I didn't understand your plight. I didn't understand it. But baby, oh my Lord, have mercy. Oh, what do men go through? Because they foolish all their lives. You can't remember nothing. I think that this anybody else have memory issues or problems? Because my memory is y'all keys. Lay them right here. Get up, go to the sink. I do with my key. I'm patting all in my pocket. Where I put my key? Anybody else? I just want to know: is that just unique to me, or is that normal? Are you not? Does it give you, that memory brain fuzz? Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Lord have mercy. Okay. Well, y'all, I think what I'm gonna do. Y'all didn't talk to me good tonight. I think what I'm gonna do is go see me an OBGYN and see if my hormones is off, because that might, hormones replacement, because pick some of the things I think I got going on that I need to go see other doctors for, and I just might need a shot of hormone. It is. Y'all, I promise y'all, it is just so frustrating because it's like, oh my God, I know this. I know I don't have Alzheimer's. So it's like, why can't I remember? Me and my child went somewhere and I forgot the baby was with me. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh, I'm going to share this with you guys. I need to share this with y'all. And then I'm going to let y'all go. I got to go to sleep. Got to get up and meet the adjuster in the morning to continue to deal with and try to get my house back situated where I can live in. And for those of you all came in on the tail end, my city of Roseville, Mississippi, suffered a flood last week, a bad one, in our opinion. But we can't get the governor to declare it a disaster area. But my home got severely affected, and I had to move out. And I'm living in my office on an air mattress, and got to meet with the insurance adjuster tomorrow to get an idea from his perspective, the amount of the damage, and see what they're going to do. But I'm having to cut my walls out throughout the entire house. I'm going to lose a lot of my good wood cabinetry. It got to be removed because mold. So I got to get that out of there. Just about all my floors, I lost them because I had hardwood floors. So all of that, y'all, congregation. I went to the back of my house to start packing when I realized I wasn't going to be able to stop the water from coming in. Throwing stuff in there, packing, trying to get out the house as quickly as we can. By the time I make it to the back and come back up front, maybe 10 minutes, I met my planks, my hardwood floor in the hallway, floating. Float on. Float on. That's what my planks was telling me. Lord have mercy. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate it. But God is good. I did not, lose my life. Son didn't lose his life. So we're well. We're okay. I asked anybody earlier. I'll put it back up here. If anybody would like to and want to, because I know y'all good people, y'all members of the congregation, y'all want to help me out, I appreciate it, because we're living out of food cartons right now and things of that nature. If you want to, you can. If you don't, no harm, no foul. Just pray for us. Please keep us in your prayers. And not just for me, but for my city, because there are a lot of people, y'all, that are affected and don't have flood insurance. Don't have flood insurance. And I got a lot of people, because they don't have flood insurance, they are spraying, which I got to talk to them about it, because it's a health issue. I know they can't afford to cut their walls out and properly dry and kill that mold. But if they don't do it, their house is going to set up mold. And I just don't know what to do. That bothers me, y'all. I'm telling you, that bothers me. Bothers me about my people. But their people are just trying to live, you know. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, Colleen. Okay. Thank you, Jamelia. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, Tandra. I'll be looking for you, baby. Hey, let me tell y'all this before y'all run. We all gonna go, okay? Let me tell y'all this story. I want to tell y'all how the one reason why I just haven't broke down crying and been all balled up in a corner. Because even in the midst of this, God has been good to me. And I want to share this story with you guys, and then I'm gonna let y'all go, okay? Okay. All right, Sean. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, if you know what it is, um, shoot it to me. Email me what it is so I can get that to my people. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Let me share this with y'all, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. In April, guys, I had to go to the coast. It's the first time that we were able to have a prosecutors conference in person. So we went to the coast. That's down in Biloxi, Mississippi. We went to the coast for the conference. I took my son. He always goes with me. And it was easy for him to go in particular this time because, well, he doesn't go with me in April. He goes with me in July when I go down. But I took him with me this time because they were in school virtually, so he could go and still be in school. So we do our normal thing. We got certain favorite restaurants that we like that we go to. I tried to go take him to eat snow crab legs because now he thinks he's a big boy and should be eating the same thing his mama's eating, and that's snow crab legs. That turned into a whole situation. But I digress. I won't go there. But anyway, we go out, we eat, we do our thing. So now it's time for us to do our water sports because that's what we're going to do. We love the water. We love it. We love swimming and all that stuff, kayaking and all that stuff. All water sports we love. So we go to do what we do, and that's ride the jet skis like we always do. So we ride. And we having a good time. He's on the back. We're riding. We are having a good time. He hollering, he's screaming, woo, 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 and we riding. We having a good time. Woo, we ride. Woo, 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 we ride. I hit a wave. And when I hit that wave, and it was coming back down, it was very obvious it wasn't going to come back down right. So the man told us that if you find yourself in that situation, instead of trying to hang on, just jump off. It's easier. You get out the water a lot quicker, get back on the machine, keep moving. We fell off, jumped off, got back on the machine, and we take off. And we ride, and we having fun. And my baby says, Mama, I'm tired. I'm ready to go. I'm like, well, okay, but we got a little bit more ride, a little bit more ride. So we ride back and go down the other end. And when I go to turn to come back, make the circle around and come back to the other end of the ocean, I messed around and hit a hard right turn. I mean, it was hard. The back end stuck into the water. And I took off. I did not realize. Okay. I did not realize that I had slung my baby off the back of that jet ski. I did not realize that I had slung my baby off the back of that jet ski. And God is good, because before I got too far away, I slowed down because I realized I didn't see anybody else out there, because before I hit that hard right turn, it was a lot of people out there on the jet skis riding and having a good time. And I'm like, man, Brandon, I guess we out here by ourselves. And he didn't say nothing. And I turned around and did a double take and couldn't see him. And I turned around again and couldn't see him. And then I whipped that thing around and I panicked because I looked in the water, and as far as I could see, I couldn't see my baby. And I calmed down, realized where I thought he could have been, went back, and he was where I thought he was, got my baby, and of course we went on in off the jet ski. The interesting thing about it was he told me, he says, Mama, where you found me? I said, it's not where I was. I said, what? He says, you found me here, right? Here. I said, He said, but I was way over there. God has been good. And he was able to hang on, because it took me a minute to get back to him. Because I was just riding around in the ocean trying to find him. I didn't know where he was. And right when I was about to show enough panic and go get the man and tell him, y'all come help me find my baby, I saw this little thing in the water. It didn't look like a person. And all I said was, it better be him. It better be him. I told God, listen, unless you ready to take us both, I ain't nowhere in the world I'm coming out this water without my baby. So if you ready to take us both, I'm ready to go. And lo and behold, it was him. And what was funny, what was real funny was I got him back on there. Yes, Velda, scary. I mean, panic. And I told my baby, I said, I'm so proud of you for not panicking. He said, oh no, I panicked. I panicked. I peed myself. I almost pooped myself. He said, I said, wow, well, I know you was calling on the name of Jesus. And he said, I wasn't. You wasn't? You know we believe in Jesus. He said, nah, I know, Mama, but I didn't need Jesus. I said, you didn't? No. I said, well, who did you need? Who was you calling on? My baby said, I was calling on the one who created the heavens and the earth. I needed the one who created me. That's the only one who could save me. I called on God. Indeed. What you say? Woo! I cracked up. My baby said he needed the one who created the heavens and the earth, the one who gave me life. I needed him to save my life. Man, God's been good to me. So I don't have nothing to complain about. I know that's right, Sean. Rah, rah. What you say? My baby said, nah, I needed the one Who created the heavens and the earth? I said, I know that right, because I was calling on all three of them, God, Jesus, and the Holy Ghost. And somebody, I didn't care who it was, find my child. make him visible to me. And I understand now, y'all, how when people get lost out at sea, how it's hard to find them. You would have thought that I would have been able to just turn around and see him in the water. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. No, 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 no. And I was terrified and scared, but I was okay for a little while. And then I started thinking about what he must have felt, and that just broke me down. Because how do you feel that your mama done throwed you off the back of the thing? You out there screaming your heart out, and she leaving you. Oh my God, man. When I think about it now, oh. And then this boy told me, "You want to go ride? You want to go ride them other go-kart?" I said, "Son, your mama never understood what your grandmama used to say about her nerves. But I understand real good right now. My nerves is shot. I can't do nothing. My nerves is bad. I can't. Mm-mm. Let's go to the room." Yes, ma'am, Sean. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. He got to know God, because I won't be with him all the time. And you got to call on somebody. There's going to be days in your life when you're going to have to call on somebody and you might not be able to call on your mom. He was trying to take the one last nerve you had left. Man, I'm not going to ride nothing. No, 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 no. I couldn't go. I wasn't riding on nothing else. Let's go to the room. Give your mama a minute, man. Let my nerves settle down. Goodness. All right, guys. I just wanted to share that. I thought it was cute because I was concerned. I'm trying to figure out, who is you calling on if you ain't calling on Jesus? My baby said I needed God. He created it all. All right, y'all. Go to sleep. Enjoy yourself. I appreciate y'all willing to come on. I know that you didn't know that it was happening, and y'all willing to come on anyway. And you have stayed here through the whole thing, and we've had fun and a good time. I don't mean no harm to nobody. I don't come to harm nobody. I just speak on things and try to pull little things out that we can use as an enlightenment to make our lives a little bit better. And I sure hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves, because y'all have made it really, really fun and good for me. Hit the like button, hit the share button. If you haven't not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you came in late, start from the beginning. You got to start from the beginning. If you start from the beginning and come on in, I'm telling you, you're going to have a good time. Okay? All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I hope y'all have a good morning for those of you all who are getting up and getting ready to start your day. And for those who are getting ready to lay it down, I hope you have a peaceful night. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And as usual, guys, I'll see you next time. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and hit the subscribe. And hit that notification bell so the next time I come on, you'll know exactly that I'm on. And be able to join in with us, okay? I am going to, there are two people videos that I'm going to watch. That is Blue Royal and Hoax. I think y'all told me. Hoax, I think I told you. All right, rah. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good evening, okay? Take care. I love you, and we'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye. And thanks for everybody that were able to send a Cash App and a Super Chat. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it so very, 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 very much. Y'all be blessed. Bye-bye.